Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been
From the top, double axe handle connects. And the action is shifting now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Oh, ho, ho! Bringing a baseball bat into play. Jeez, this is turning into batting practice. this now.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre was never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gonna be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision?
And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex. It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
He connects with a counter. McIntyre reversing the momentum.
That could be the torch that lights the fire under McIntyre.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Oh, the power. A gorilla press right into the side of the cell. Landing the uppercut. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Adjusting their opponent against the turnbuckle. CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Spiked him, and CM Punk is in control.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
And now he may be planning to turn this match into his very own home run derby.
Ooh, did you hear that thud from the back connecting with flesh and bone? He's got him caught. Pile driver.
McIntyre a step ahead there. Quick escape from danger there. Directly into the gut.
Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat. Then a knee right to the throat. McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Rarely do we see Drew get disassembled like this.
What has Drew got coming to him?
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Set him up. Russian leg sweep.
Boom!
Oof, running knee in the corner. Up and
Oh, knee right to the spine. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair.
Got a wrench. Looking to tune someone up.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Big impact.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
What an axe handle.
Good Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
He left an opening. Pile driver. Good God. What impact.
Right in the kisser.
Oh! Great aim on the toss chair.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my, here we go.
They go to sleep.
No way Drew's getting up now. CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
My God! Did you hear that chair shot? And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche?
Face first. Setting up. The Koji clutch locked in.
It looks like...
Looking to get out, and yes, what a counter to break the hold and escape serious injury. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locks in a perfectly applied. One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. McIntyre gets flung to the outside.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Oh, man.
Driven so impactful, it has broken the cell wall.
We thought the cell could contain any hostilities between these superstars. We were clearly wrong.
Get this back into the ring now.
CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
Oh, what an axe handle.
McIntyre must be getting phased by...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
Rising to his feet, but he's still looking glass.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Hoisted up, but too heavy, and now counted out, but counted now into a clothesline.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification. And now he's headed out of the ring.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
If you're Seth Rollins, you got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's gonna take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
Hey, WWE Universe, be prepared for some guests.
Now entering the raucous crowd, just don't forget about the referee's count.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
From the top. Oh, he paid for that high risk. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right?
Oh, I absolutely would. For sympathy.
Real classy, Wade. Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
What's this? He's going back up again. Stalking from above.
From the top.
Whoa! Cross body! Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
Blast off. Whoa!
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize. And gets tossed back into the mat. And are you kidding me? He's going up again? Here we go. Whoa! Cross body!
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Look out!
From the top with the splash. A helter-skelter attitude here, getting to the bottom and going back to the top again and again. Oh, God.
What a display of strength here. This is it. He could put him away right here. Punk powers out, still going strong.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Loving blow.
Textbook suplex.
CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped.
Foregoing any finesse now, instead choosing to trade these heavy shots.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Neither competitor is backing down.
No end in sight to this exchange.
Oh! You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh! Boom!
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Double underhook struggles with the lift.
Into a clothesline. Heading up to the top turnbuckle.
And able to skirt around that attack.
What's Punk got forthcoming? Oh my God, a pile driver.
And I think everyone knows what is coming up next.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
Saying I hit your move, they sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out.
Seth Rollins. Oh, Seth Rollins with a massive stop.
Will that close Punk out?
Cover. Oh, my God.
How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this. Delivers the sling blade. Headed out of the ring, but the counter's looming. Oh!
Rollins with the wrist trapped.
Boom! Ripcord knee.
And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk.
Huge kick connects. And he slides him back to the mat.
Oh, man.
CM Punk, a familiar look on his face. Seth Rollins, no idea what's in store for.
CM Punk completely dominant. Rollins steers clear of that.
Takedown, looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. CM Punk on the verge of submitting. This is unreal.
I can't believe Punk may tap out.
Looking to free the arm and does just that.
The visionary. CM Punk in full control. There's the left. GTX. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
GTX.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
And shifting over for the cover.
There's two. No way. No way.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Delivering a Falcon Arrow.
Boom. Able to slip out of that situation.
Electric chair. Wait a minute.
Into a Hurricane Roller.
Rollins in the line of fire.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Seth is down for the count. He kicks out at 2.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Boom. He's got something in store.
Cut off with a savage clothesline.
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk. Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins up, he goes for the quick pin. He breaks the pin, and that was an effective attack, guys.
Sheesh, that's gonna leave a mark. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Oh. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
There it is. He can end it here.
Punk powers out, still going strong.
He completely powered out of that pin attempt.
Wow. Lights out. Back in the ring.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
Dueling reversals.
Strong kick.
Hooked up, and DDT.
The focus squarely on Rollins there, as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor.
He's in his clutches. Caught with a clothesline.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
And now he gets back into the ring. Neckbreaker.
Very nice.
Oh my word, that was 8.
The shoulders are down. Gets the shoulder. Wow, what's it going to take?
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to...
Rollins waiting in the corner. Here it comes.
Into the ring again now.
Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow. Getting put against the turnbuckles.
Double axe handle.
Rollins now.
A revolution knee by Rollins.
The top of the foot right across the face. Multiple kicks connect.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Out the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to...
Watch out!
Seth just look.
He goes for the cover. Oh, he kicked out.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's still very much in this.
Now heading outside.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
And into the corner he goes.
Gutbuster.
Shoulders down.
Is it enough?
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
And it has to be frustrating not getting a deep count at this point, but you can't let that get to you.
Insecurity finds its mark.
Gets lifted into position. Oh, right to the throat.
Rollins getting worked on. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Climbing to the top. What's he have in store? Punch after punch after punch.
Oh, what an axe handle. Face first into the chair. Using the chair with no caution at all.
Boom! This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority. Oh, clothesline.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
He's cooking something up.
Ooh! Belly-to-back suplex.
Roman Reigns, ready to go. Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
High knee right between the shoulders.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
And talk about giving a DDT with authority.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Back into the ring now.
Ripcord, lariat.
Oh, into the pin attempt.
No, a 2 count.
That had to take all the energy he's got at this point.
And that's another well-placed attack to his head and neck area.
The wear and tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talent.
Spear! Will Reigns close this out?
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
And connects with the kick.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh would definitely leave a welt.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
Taken down with a body slam.
Mongolian chop.
High red district for CM Punk.
Incoming.
Wow, cross body.
Devastating neck breaker.
Seth retaliates.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Thumped with a big blow.
Swinging that damn. Seth is down for the count. And he fights it off.
Just barely keeping this match going. Keeping the fight inside them going.
Elbows on the mark.
Boom.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
From the sky.
Oh my.
Strong kick.
Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock. Boom.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Have a look. Follows it up with a clothesline. CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a go-to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Brutal club.
Oh, what a right hand! Roman with his opponent down. We know what he's aiming for here. Connects with a spear. Roman might have him.
Oh, what a chop! And now tying up the leg.
Oof, causing some serious wear and tear to the leg.
Look out. The star connects.
Is it enough to overcome Punk? Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat perfectly.
Like it or not, agree with his tactics or not, Seth Rollins is your winner.
Subterfuge, politics, ambushes, all tactics that Seth Rollins has employed many times in his career. Tonight was no different. The visionary had it all planned out from the very start.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
Pile driver!
Spiked him.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Defiant counter to Reigns.
Hooked up, DDT. What an axe handle.
The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. Ah, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Pow! This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk.
And Seth, this one's for the match. Kicks out before the 2 count.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Bang! He finds a counter.
Calf kick on the money. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh, my Lord. What contact. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
And he heads back into the ring.
Seth rolls through. Super kick after the schoolboy. My goodness.
Man, that is going to leave.
Roman's shoulders are down. A defiant kick out after 1.
And kicking out at this point, this quickly, definitely sends a pretty serious message.
Trying for the double underarm hook into a backdrop.
Russian leg sweep.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no...
And he's into the pin. Kick out just before 2.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
Punk's vulnerable here.
What a throw.
Roman, spear! Will Reigns finish things now? Into the cover.
2 count.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns!
What a display of control and dominance from Roman Reigns in this triple threat. The WWE still belongs to the OTC.
Yeah, for the moment. Once Punk and Rollins are done tending to their wounds, we'll see what happens next. This spectacular WrestleMania match is over, but the dust hasn't fully settled. Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. CM Punk who burst onto the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, won by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Drops his opponent with a massive line.
He gets back into the ring.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. And this one might be headed ringside. Fireman's carry.
Uh-oh.
Boom! Fired back with that elbow.
Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
He's grabbed the steel chair, only a matter of time before he uses it. And he's procured some backup now. Fantastic managerial skills on his part.
Hooked up. DDT.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Oh!
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Returning back to the ring. Boom! Right on target. Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never...
Oh, nice roll up for the win. He's able to kick out before two.
Still fighting the good fight here.
Totally helpless at the moment. Oh, that'll knock the wind out.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
Lariat. Backdrop suplex.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left.
A lift up. Wow. And
Rollins now, opponent defenseless.
Stop!
Reigns is in deep peril here.
This has Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Off the welts already forming from that kendo shot.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second. Eyes are fixed, looking to victimize his target. Rollins spear.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. Stopping the pin right there.
Clearly, he's got other plans in mind tonight.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk. And both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry. Oh, what an axe handle.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
From above. Airborne.
Cross body from the top. DDT!
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the
Nap time on the island of relevancy.
Just punishing amounts of torque being applied here.
Nope.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. Reigns is getting dismantled here.
Reigns is breaking down a bit.
Coming back from the outside now. Spin kick to the midsection.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Turns that in his favor. Rollins able to stop the blitz that was coming his way.
Kobe, Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Clubbing blow.
Each counter leaving these...
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh,
Plan B all over again.
Pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
Ripcord, lariat.
Oh, the heel hook. Stretch. Lands a kick to the gut. Ooh.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
He's heading back to the...
CM Punk in full control. There's the left. Good night, GTS.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lung.
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the competition with that kendo stick. And he's taking this to the outside now. Everyone wanted a banger. Well, they've got
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Seth is down for the count. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
HBK in real danger here.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
That'll hurt. DDT.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
And now headed to the outside. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Fends that off.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series. Counter right when it was needed. And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Wow, what impact!
And that was a clear attack to his core, maybe seeing an opening. He's in a predicament here.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
Such a potent display of power and control there.
Oh, no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him.
Got the camel clutch locked.
And he very quickly counters.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles. Bulldog.
And And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow. Connecting with a crossbody.
Excellent execution from Hitman.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution. And a jab to the jaw will free him from the corner.
Had Michaels scouted there. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw. And the title...
Figure 4. Leg lock. The leg is...
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Sudden cutoff from Bret.
Has him wrangled.
Oh, lots of torque on that suplex.
Oh, this is just flat-out punishment.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Ooh, an overhand punch. Shawn Michaels is running into trouble.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
Ring post figure 4 by Bret Hart.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Crushing impact from that knee.
The Hitman staying on the attack.
This relentlessness is Hart's trademark. Boom!
Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup.
Bret gets out of the way in time.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Ooh, great anticipation. Hitman has him in his grasp. Wow, what impact. Hart has flight in mind.
Stalking from above.
Up high, diving hammer strike.
Taking his time to perfectly measure.
And he's looking for it again. And Bret off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a A sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Oh, wiped out with the crossbody.
This could be it. Bret could retain the title here. Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
Sharpshooter's locked in. Hart is cranking it with everything he's got.
Is his opponent going to tap out? Is Hart going to tap him with the sharpshooter? Wait a minute! What a counter! What a shot!
That'll fillet your chest.
Oh, wait, submission attempt now by Hart.
Abdominal stretch, torquing the body right now.
Wrenching in the submission, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Double leg takedown. Oh, we've seen this time and again from the Hitman, the sharpshooter.
So much pressure being applied to the spine by this submission hook.
Able to reach the rope and put an end to the submission. You gotta wonder if Michaels can fight his way back into this. Nice takedown. Gonna step through into the vintage sharpshooter. He just manages to get to the champion into the pin. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the Extreme.
Falls count anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that Extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Oh, in my book, that is some creative offense there. Oh!
Uh-oh, counters to gain the advantage.
Big time height on that kick.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
You know he's looking to dish out some serious pain with that kendo stick.
Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be.
And a late pin attempt by Cactus Jack. He kicks out before the count starts.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one? Could be nap time.
You can tell that's locked in deep.
Every second.
Punk in a bad spot here. Kenny, yes, he's free. Saw it coming. It counters it. A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity. There are no rules that govern how you score said pinfall or submission. We both know Punk and Jack are certainly able to get extreme.
Both men have strong ties to the birthplace of extreme, ECW. CM Punk began his career in WWE as part of the ECW brand, with multiple ECW title reigns to his name. Cactus Jack put the company on the map during its infancy and became a multi-time tag team champion during ECW's heyday.
It's once again an ECW original versus some new blood. Let's see which side prevails this time.
hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
I'm really not sure why they've taken the fight to the stage here.
Yeah, I don't think anything good can come from this.
And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal. That holds back Cactus Jack's attack. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Barbaric clubbing blow.
Cactus on the receiving end.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
Jeez, this is turning into a real Donnybrook. And that was a precisely measured attack. Boom.
Evades the attack and not a moment too soon. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Calculating the next move here.
Desperate right hands connecting.
Fist right into the face. And now trying all he can to fight out of this predicament.
Whiplash, neckbreaker. He counters with a great reversal. What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see.
Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage is not a forgiving surface to land on.
And enters back into the ring.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
Heading for the top rope, looking for something big here.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop.
Returning to the top.
Here we go.
Oh, and that mistake could change the complexion of this match.
CM Punk having a bit of trouble. Not finding as much support in this ECW crowd as he had hoped. And he re-enters into the ring.
Getting him in place, but for what?
A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive
Superplex! Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Taking flight.
Oh, big impact.
great wherewithal to dodge there.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT. CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
And right away into the pin, and the count doesn't even begin.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men?
Simple but effective technique.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk?
Ah, the look in Punk's eyes can only mean one thing. Cactus.
CM Punk completely dominates And this will end things. Go to sleep.
Cactus with a cause for alarm.
CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a GTS. Once again going all out.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now that is exactly what they are getting. At both of these men's expenses, physically and mentally.
Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now.
Rushing into the corner, step up knee, rocks the jaw.
Follows it up with that running bulldog.
He's got his sights locked in now. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Not looking in any condition to fight. More like a sitting duck here.
Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
Target locked in. He knows it's that time. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
CM Punk now looking up.
Uh-oh.
Jack just got out of that.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale. Goes into the corner.
And this is just signature CM Punk.
And followed by a bulldog headlock.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick. Bang! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
These two men have held the biggest prize in WWE on multiple occasions. Both very proud champions.
Yes, Cole, both Cactus Jack and CM Punk have reached the top of the mountain here in WWE, but let's not pretend they are both in the same echelon as world champions. CM Punk once held the WWE Championship for 434 days, which was the longest reign in over 2 decades. Meanwhile, of Mick Foley's 3 runs with the top title in WWE,
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT. Jack might have this wrapped up.
and following up with the pin.
You've got to be kidding me.
Simply unreal, potentially inhuman. Kicking out at 1. How on earth?
Hey, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move didn't get the job done.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Oh!
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
A good crushed inside.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Oh, yeah. Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Both CM Punk and Cactus Jack are well known for their WWE careers, but they have interacted outside of this company.
Indeed, shortly before Punk joined WWE, the same side of Cactus Jack, known to the world as Mick Foley, approached Punk and tried to act as a voice of reason when Punk acted without honor.
And did Punk heed Foley's word? Absolutely not. Which just goes to prove, even if Punk respects the legacy of Cactus Jack, he will never be a follower to anyone.
What a raucous...
Punk the technician applying the Anaconda vice grip.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Taking him to the corner now.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth does CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle.
The plunge. Unbelievable show of force.
That might have put it away. 2. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this, and most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable. Win or lose, Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also...
The best in the world, CM Punk.
ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring.
This is it. No holds barred. between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors. Who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Heading back into the ring now. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Oh, he's got something in mind, and he needs a table to pull it off.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Sliding back into the ring.
Struck with a calf kick.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Setting up the table here. Who knows what he has planned?
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Grabbing the baseball bat and looking to hit some dingers, as they say.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake. CM Punk wanted a fight, and Austin's starting to bring him one.
Kick to the gut.
Brutal forearm.
Punk avoids the attack.
Punk staying the course, keeping up the fight, inching ever closer to taking down Austin.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the other's contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
When asked about the locker room at Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh, no. Placed elbow fights that off. Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
A back suplex right onto the apron. Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity. Sit-out pile driver.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk. To give Punk
Looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice. Cinching in the Anaconda. Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
The action spilling our way now. Might need to take cover.
Hard landing.
Uh-oh. What a counter. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
CM Punk now powers up his opponent.
Oh, he cuts it off.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
And he's a step ahead of Austin. Spinning kick to the gut.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a GTS.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. Whoa, literally battered and bruised right there.
Boom! No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous.
Massive pile driver.
What's he thinking here?
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Thunderous clothesline. Austin with a Thez press. Now rapid fire rights from the rattlesnake.
Thez press.
The cover for the win.
Kick out.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing. Now a takedown into a small package, tightly hooked. Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner,
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this bout.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
A bone-rattling knee.
I think Austin is finally starting to realize this CM Punk kid can brawl.
Austin wards the attack off. Two-man fighting right now. They could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team. Taking the brutal route and annihilating his opponent and the table. And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Oh, this is what you get. He had that coming.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the other's contemporaries.
Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
He saw that one coming. Austin caught off guard.
Driver spiked him. Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Using the sharp point of the elbow.
Punk staying the course, keeping up the fight, inching ever closer to taking down Austin.
Precision elbow strike.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
Ooh, what a damaging blow. My God, guys. Punk's got Austin at his limit. The rattlesnake is in deep trouble.
Countered with a backdrop.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win. He's putting something together.
Pile driver. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
never saw that coming. He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
He can't let up now. Time to gain ground now.
There's press, and a pin on CM Punk. He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
I am honestly kick whack.
Stone Cold.
Austin can pull
going for the
away
pin.
here.
Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Austin has put away so many opponents like this before, but tonight is going to be a tougher battle for the Rattlesnake.
He wants him back up so he can knock him back down.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
Oh, watch out. There's a seat for your face.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Driver spiked him.
He's bracing for it. Oh, he flips that around. Wait. He just might regret this decision. CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
Good night, GTS. That could be Austin's demise.
Incoming.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Got him where he wants him.
Up and
Bang! Falcon arrow.
Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity.
Steps to the kidneys. And now this conflict has found its way right by our announce table.
In another minute, the chaos could be right on top of us.
To the breadbasket for their troubles.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals. Now might be a good time to think about leaving, guys. Oh, cracked hard with that table.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk laying into Austin with a chain of hits.
Picked up and being carried around now. And now thrown back into the ring.
The Texas Rattlesnake rallying the people to his side.
Heading to ringside now. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Austin now digging deep into that play, but whoa!
Producing a trampling.
Big elbow drop.
Able to steer clear of danger there. Oh, I think I felt that one.
And he tosses him back in now. Counter by CM Punk.
What's CM Punk thinking? Spiked on the crown.
I expected this match. Austin going big. Stunner.
This could be it. Austin with the cover.
Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
Sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. And he gets set back into the ring. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team. A little cockiness here from Punk.
Oh, man.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the other's contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
Pile driver! Spiked him. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake. And this is our cue to get out of Dodge fast.
You don't have to tell me twice. Ooh, so much disdain swinging a table like that. Taking a little tour of ringside, and I guess we're one of the pit stops. Connecting with the Falcon Arrow. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up. Stomped into the ground.
Punk crafting an attack. Lariat.
They just went aerial over the barricade.
Thank God.
Austin in a state of distress now.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity.
Surrounded by the WWE Universe.
Nowhere better to settle your differences, Cole.
And now emerging from the WWE Universe. And now Austin backs into the ring. Uh-oh. From the apron, this isn't gonna be good. Splat! And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
High rent district for CM Punk.
From the top rope, CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks.
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up. Bang, go to sleep.
Could that keep Austin down? He's starting to get up, but he might be put right back down.
And Punk gets countered there. Excellent opportunity for Austin to shift the momentum.
Steve Austin showing it's not time for lying down, it's a time for fighting back.
The rattlesnake's being picked apart.
Punk laying into Austin with a chain of hits.
Oh, boom!
He's making his way to ringside now. Strong counter from Punk.
He's being prepped for something. Sit out! Pile driver!
Boom!
Double axe handle smash.
Austin gets out of the way.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Oh!
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
But you can never count Austin out. Time to go for a ride.
Bang! What a move! Getting back into the ring now.
Look at Austin taking in all the energy from the crowd.
And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
Calf kick finds the mark. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? On the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Throwing hands with such tremendous force. Oof.
CM Punk wanted to fight, and Austin start launching. What a splash. That's about the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
Back into the ring here. Taking this match to the outside. He's headed out to the ringside area. Bam! Lifted and completely helpless here.
Like a heavy bag.
quickly slides into the ring.
Steve Austin sending a clear message here. Oh, saves us all from having to endure any more of that.
Good night. What a stunner. He just suffered the ultimate humiliation as a competitor.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not...
CM Punk in full control. There's the... He's able to dodge that one in time. Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
Fighting out. Hammered away with... Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
2. He kicked out at 2.
Just look at the Texas-sized amount of fight from Stone Cold here.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Oh, just a beatdown.
Oh, he saw it coming. From the apron, this isn't gonna be good. Oh, suplex. Oh. And now gets tossed into the ring.
CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a
GTS connects.
And once again, that has to ensure victory.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rule book. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight. What's he concocting?
Bounced off the skull.
I am not exaggerating when I say careers have been ended by less.
Punk formulating a move.
With the lariat. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Up high. Oh, this Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against
Up high.
Oh! Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Caught with a punch.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched, I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
Misses the target. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory and able to invade the offense.
And a reversal by Guerrero. Wards that off. What a response!
What an axe handle.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
What are they going to do here?
Oh, the cloverleaf! Check out the twerk on the back.
Cloverleaf's in! And the tap out isn't going to do anything. This is just torturous now.
Latino Heat with a boot to the gut.
Brainbuster!
Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Pin on CM Punk. And he kicks out of the pin in one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
From way up. Double axe handle connects. Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Eddie tying him up. The lasso from El Paso.
CM Punk on the verge.
And there you have it. It's all over.
Here is your winner,
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Connects. Saw it coming. Caught the leg.
Wicked roundhouse kick. He's been put in a bind. Spiked him. You hit a move like that, you're not just trying to win, you're trying to keep your opponent down indefinitely.
Whip back into the ring.
Letting him get to a standing base, moments away from having him exactly where he wants.
Oh, catapulting down on the opponent.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. CM Punk is showing what he's capable of against Eddie.
Big clothesline. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final.
Watch out. What's CM Punk going for here?
Powerbomb position.
But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and...
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Again? He's right
To the sky.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring.
Incoming!
Comes down across the head with the axe handle.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I've faced before. This man is my equal. Maybe better.
Got him where he wants him. Up and into a Falcon Arrow.
He's going outside to regroup, to catch his wind a little bit. He cinches Eddie in.
Clothesline!
Off with their head. Time to go for a ride.
Bang! What a move!
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat. Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us. Boom! CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none, but I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
The team hit on CM Punk. Somehow breaks the count immediately.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he powered out. Unbelievable.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
What an axe handle.
And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. Counter. He knew just what to do.
What's he putting together? Oh, God.
Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
Look at the height. Frog splash. He needs to be prepared. Spiked him.
Ooh.
Catches the kick.
Turned into a dragon screw.
Catches the kick. The roundhouse kick.
Boot to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, oh, a pin attempt out of nowhere.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
This is where great cardio makes all the difference, helping you stay alive deep into the match.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
And close enough to be under the rope. Submission hold broken.
Punk now just wailing away on his opponent and dragging them up on the turnbuckles. This will not be pretty. As CM Punk goes. The plunge! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Wasting no time. Into the cover. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all. And guys, we spend a lot of time around these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They're two men other superstars seek advice from, but they are not two men that should ever be seen in the same room together.
Yeah, get yourself caught in a room with both Triple H and CM Punk, and you can cut the tension with a knife.
But it boils down to trust, gentlemen. Hunter doesn't trust Punk's views on the business, and Punk has the same sentiment for Triple H.
Lift off. Well, what's this manager looking for under the ring? She has no business down there. Telegraphed into a backdrop. Outthinking the cerebral assassin.
Lifted way up.
Oh, atomic drop. And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age.
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of what CM Punk can accomplish this evening, but Triple H can be challenging for his 14th championship by the end of the night.
Oh, that's very true.
Sky high. Wow, cross body.
Quick evasion from him there. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Spiked.
That's the WWE equivalent of a helmet to...
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Oh, just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold.
Nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
Counters. Cover. Oh, wait a minute. Turns the leverage for a pin of their own. In a kick out.
He came out here tonight prepared for a lengthy match. He's just getting started.
And that was an expertly executed DDT. You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds when the pressure is at its highest.
And it doesn't get higher than Triple H at WrestleMania. But you're right, Triple H has to know he can't intimidate Punk like he can so many others. He has to know that now's not the time for the cerebral assassin. Now's the time for the ass kicker. Wielding the table like a weapon and causing chaos. The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year.
I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Triple H now held tight.
Uh-oh.
Ah, Triple H counters.
Pow!
Punch straight to the face, staves off the attack. And he slides him back to the mat. Ooh!
Man, quick thinking right there. Struck with a calf kick.
He answers right back. A chance to win it here. Elevates his shoulder ahead of the count.
I think this This ref might be a little slow on the count.
Oh, what a quick answer.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
The knee straight to the breadbasket.
And saw what was coming and delivered a backdrop. Submission time. He forces the break by getting to the ropes.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Looks like he's coming back in. Oh no, hitting the bullseye with that chair.
Time to go for a ride.
Bang, what a move.
Move!
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous. Clutching that weapon and just taunting the competition.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a well.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
If he does not start protecting his head better, it may become the main focus in this match. Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance, dragging his opponent up onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're down right, the plunge.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
And looking for the pin here.
2 count. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, he...
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
Hooked up, and DDT!
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As our good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it would look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE.
And the champion doesn't want to be on the receiving end of that again. Wow.
And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is an afterthought. But you guys are right.
He'll make his way to the ring. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
And we know when he has a chair in hand, things get messy in a hurry.
We are getting up close and personal with this match. Hopefully it doesn't come any closer.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already. Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is determined right now.
Orton with a Fez press and now unloading rights on his opponent.
And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules.
Setting up for something here.
A focused attack to the trachea.
And you can tell Punk is still feeling the effects of his match against Triple H.
Power slam. Shoulders down. This might do it. Oh, man. He landed rough there.
And Batista gets warded off.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
Vulnerable spot for the Viper.
him.
Bam!
CM Punk headed to the top rope. Batista checking under the perched up top. And now heading back inside the ring. Oh, kendo stick right to the head. Batista can clinch this one here. Punk powers out, still going strong.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and taking out the knee.
Kendo stick wrapped around the head.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. Randy Orton draping his opponent. Here we go.
Gonna be about 2 inches short.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. Jeez, he's trying to hold on. He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? On the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Exiting the ring. Wait for the kendo stick, and the ranks will quickly follow.
Up the rope he goes.
From the top. All the way to the outside.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Oh, what an axe handle. CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE, and if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then 2 future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage. Any 2 of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all 3, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now an Anaconda Vice locked in.
Caught in a submission. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
And now Batista's being dismantled.
Batista has to exhibit some resiliency now.
Turns it around. Alas, Batista keeping that string of offense in check.
Now's a chance for Batista to get back into this match.
Randy Orton.
Classic Orton.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Boom. I don't even know if he knows where he is right now.
Probably not, considering the amount of damage to the head he suffered. KO! The champ might retain with that.
It looks like he could get it done here.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
I'm impressed by this level of resilience deep into a match. What stamina. Wrenches the arm. And Batista wants more from his opponent.
Oh, and he's going to be focused up now.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and a small package here.
And the count stopped short of 2.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Go to sleep. Are we about to see a title change here?
You want this fight on the outside. Boom!
That is going to leave some serious wounds.
Shoulders down. Might be it for Batista. Stop the pin, preventing this match from ending. Showing Randy the door here.
CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a go-to sleep. The challenger is not holding back.
2. Kick out. The hope lives on.
That was an unbelievable kick out from Batista.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Ooh, spinning kick to the gut. Slides under the ropes. Batista with a patented Batista bomb.
Can we have a new champ after that?
Just ejected from the ring. This could be for the win. The champ kicks out with authority.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
And listen to this place.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda Vice. He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk!
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the U.S. title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, world champion. But he's never won the United States title. Guys, how much does CM Punk want this title tonight?
He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are one title shy of a triple crown or grand slam just get a mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John Cena is very dangerous.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Cinching in the arm wringer, but
able to fight out with a punch to the face. The John Cena US Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys!
Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side here.
Yeah, but you better believe that's only going to add fuel to the fire for Punk. This isn't just about what the U.S. title would mean to him. This is about dismantling Cena and proving once again that he's a better competitor than the franchise.
On the DDT. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right now.
Fisherman suplex.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last 2 times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were 2 of the greatest matches in WWE history. Lift off!
Body on body. This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my, here we go!
GTS connects.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Punk now locking in the Anaconda Vice grip, and that is cinched in tight.
Solid grip on this hold, not letting go anytime soon.
Agonizing to be in the submission. Needs to find an escape.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Right into a counter. Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
If Punk was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
Cena's getting dominated.
Punk's technical prowess.
CM Punk looking to put his opponent away on his shoulders.
GTS, pivotal moment. We could have a new champ.
2. Oh my, that was close.
And this is what it means to be a champion. Any other mere mortal, that would have been the end of the line.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Launched right out of the ring. Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. And he retaliates. He's able to break through with an attack of his own.
Going from the defensive to the offensive, he is ready to go.
And he slides him back to the mat.
What's he being put in? Spiked him.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
John has to find an opening and respond. Punk crafting an attack. Oh, clothesline!
Boom! Connecting fully with that one.
Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that could ruin your whole balance. Reversed it right into the suplex.
Blocks the Hurricane Rana, too strong, and now a pop-up uppercut. CM Punk completely dominant, and this will end things. GTS.
Could that be enough to gain the title? 2.
And new US champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure. But can Styles. And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Moving out of the hold and now able to lean into a headlock.
We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. They have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight. And on the biggest stage possible, CM Punk versus AJ Styles was tailor-made for WrestleMania.
He could get dropped here. Spiked him. And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count.
This could spell danger for AJ. Clothesline! Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play. Oh!
What an axe handle. Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider. Axe handle finds its target.
And he is busted open now. He may need medical attention, and soon.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you. Softened up opponent has no clue where they're at. This might wake you up in a bad, bad way. Superplex from the top.
Believe me when I say you cannot overstate the amount of pain that causes someone.
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles are incredibly capable of getting down and dirty when they have to. There may be a great deal of respect in this match, but there's also a lot of pride on the line. Neither Punk nor Styles will hesitate to pull out all the stops on each other in this match, and I personally cannot wait to see it.
Sit out, pile driver. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk is
opponent tied up, but shots to the temple right on the point of the elbow.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Fighting the hold might only cost him more here. And he very quickly counters.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
And now he's back into the ring.
Taking this to the floor.
Got him where he wants him. Up and the power on the Falcon Arrow.
Oh, watch the speed. This blitz of strikes. Phenomenal blitz. CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Remember, the first time not letting him finish that thought.
Ducks under.
Violent kick by AJ Styles.
Punk avoids the attack.
Clothesline. Sheesh, a painful-looking chop.
Punk formulating a move.
Clothesline. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. He's preparing for something. Spiked him.
And Styles is going to need a phenomenal comeback to overcome CM Punk at this point. Sliding back in under the ropes here. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. From the top. Totally missed that one. Oh, what a club.
He's completely tied up.
Neckbreaker. Able to prevent Styles' attack.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
He's headed to the top now.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
This is a man possessed. Going again. From way up. Diving double axe handle.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. Look out! Oh, God! Knee meets face.
Just amazing athleticism.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Spin kick to the midsection. Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow. And now Styles is under immense pressure.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon. Face first.
Send up.
It's locked in. The Koji
Trying to get out of the submission. And does. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Styles in the grasp.
Pile driver. Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Go to sleep. AJ won't come back from that. CM Punk in full control. There's the left. GTS. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Cover. 2. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, Punk.
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing their respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance to see if he could take down the best in the world in Angle's final match. What a better place to do it than at WrestleMania.
Yeah, how could Kurt resist? Angle and Punk have never met in a ring before, but they are known all over the world as two of the best. Now, at last, we get to find out who really is superior inside those ropes.
And Wade, long ago, there was an opportunity for these two men to have locked up, but the stars just never aligned.
That's correct. ECW is what you're talking about, Cole. A mid-2000s rebranding. CM Punk and Kurt Angle were positioned as the premier attractions. Punk being the young upstart with a groundswell of support behind him, and Angle being the veteran, the true wrestling machine.
Oh, those would have been bad.
Elbows to the face will create separation. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Face first. All setting up. The Koji clutches. Wait, hold on. Look at this. And he's found a way out of the hole.
Getting out of harm's way.
Oh! It really feels like this match could come down to Punk's strikes and smarts versus Angle's technique and experience. Who do you give the edge to?
My gut says Kurt Angle, the man who has seen and done it all, but if Punk gets lucky and lands one good shot, it could give him one heck of an opening.
There's a certain amount of anger you have to have towards your opponent to pile drive them like that.
From above!
Flying! Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
From above!
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
Calf kick finds the mark.
Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice, but I personally think it's strategic thinking.
And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
And it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt. The best in the world is looking to put a legend out to pasture.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Got him in the corner now.
Oh, jaw-shattering.
Knee to the jaw, opponent groggy, and now opponent drop with a clothesline.
Beautiful. Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Ooh, one step ahead there. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle. A big win at WrestleMania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now. To say that he...
CM Punk completely dominant.
Punk never saw that coming.
Angle just punishing his opponent here. And
went for the submission, but the opponent got too close to the ropes.
Strong counter from Punk.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Textbook snap suplex. And no matter matter how we got here, this is a match the people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
Right to the back. Oof! Oh, perfect kick.
Oh, he misses the mark. CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a...
That ain't gonna sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Triangles in. Triangles in. And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of wills now. Can he hold on long enough to escape the hold, or will has to submit? Valiant effort, but couldn't hold on any longer.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
This was one to remember, and certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget, forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.